I want to thank you for joining me today because I am going to look at something, I'm not even really good at right now. And so we're gonna look at it together, okay, today. So this is something that just got released 2 days ago. Have you guys, anybody here started playing around with it? It's called ChatGPT Agent. Linda, you have? Okay.
Yeah, I actually we already had the ChatGPT $20 upgrade, most of my team, but I went through your last meeting and I literally watched it several times and I paused and I went to the website and I did the stuff and then I turned it back on. So I played around with I signed up for Mid Journey with the
Yeah.
$20 a month package and also did played around with Grok and actually started digging into the Canva enterprise that EXP gave us that I hadn't even really looked into. So think I found a new obsession. It's kind of fun.
Kind of
And I thought
fun.
I was going to be too old to learn it.
No, no. AI is like, it levels the playing field for everybody. Okay. So great job, Linda. Great job. Anyone else? Anyone else have share some wins from the last class or played with AI agent yet?
I didn't even know AI agent came out.
Yeah.
Um,
Okay.
there's Joe. I was going to say,
Joe's
is Joe
here.
here? Because I had homework to do
I
and I
know.
showed up.
There she
That's
is.
just it. The only thing I didn't get was a text.
I, from me?
On Friday.
I don't
Oh,
know. I had to text you. You said show up at this call with my homework done.
I agree.
yeah, let's
Go back and watch the last one. You'll see.
Oh, okay.
But I always show up. Trust me.
awesome. Thanks, guys. So we'll talk about that too, about a little bit about agent attraction today and how you can use AI agents for that. But AI agents is the virtual assistant. Okay, it is the actual virtual assistant. The other virtual assistant is just a remote worker now. That's what I'm going to call it. Okay. No, staff, it's for, don't worry. There's a lot of EXP agents here, and there's a lot of my guests here. Okay, my friends are all here too. All right. So virtual assistants, that's what we call it because it's really virtual. And I've been testing it out. I'm giving less and less work to my remote assistant in Philippines right now because ChatGPT is performing so well. And there's lots of projects that I've always wanted to do, and I've never had time to do it. I didn't have time to teach my remote assistant to do it. And if I give it to ChatGPT to do it, I don't have to teach ChatGPT, but ChatGPT is smarter than me. Okay, that's the cool thing. Hold on one second. Give someone a password to our meeting today here. Okay. And so I've been using that for the last 2 days. Anyone else testing it out? ChatGPT agent, it's called.
So it's been really fun with a lot of research-based items. So when you're talking about like, hey, I want to compare some different listings for sale, or I want to compare some types of marketing, or I want to see what the top YouTube agents, what they're using for titles are, things that are very slow, potentially going to take an exceptional amount of time, are very boring. It is just sitting there and grinding away and giving great results. And the best part is if you leave the window open, you can watch it flipping through, doing the research, going to the different things, and it's amazing. So the best thing is knowing that you have the ability to have someone deep dive into a subject, whether that's how to best use YouTube, how to best use Instagram, how to best approach a expired listing, whether it's how to best target XYZ people. It will go in and it will do the research for you in a thorough and organized way. And it has been a game changer, even just in the last couple days.
Yeah. So what I want some interaction now is maybe unmute, throw out some of the things that you want your assistant to do. What are some of the things that you want your assistant to do, right? And let's see, and I'll let you know if ChatGPT can do it.
Give me leads.
Get you leads. Maybe. I'll show you in a second how I'm working to get more leads. Linus says create videos. Okay, so it can definitely now start to create content for you in a more dynamic way. We'll take a look at that later. Set appointments. Maybe, right, Joe? Set appointments. We're gonna look at that too. You can have a batch upload. You can have it upload videos for you on YouTube, right? You don't have to hire someone to do that. You can have it write all the descriptions, maybe even make sure everything is set. They can upload it for you. You can have it start to go and scrape data for you online. So it could go, you can say, hey, go to Reddit and see who's selling their home right now. Who's saying, I want to sell my home. Instead of looking through pages of Reddit, it'll go through all the pages for you. You can go to a competing realtor's website. Is there like a Century 21 down the street or Coldwell Banker? You know how they list out their agents? I'm going to show you what I did, right? I scraped their website in just one prompt, scraped their website. And
Kirby, are you saying that we could potentially, I don't know, go to one of those brokerages that are in a lawsuit about, their off-market properties that you have to go to their website for, and have this go there and make a list of all of those off-market properties that they only want to put on their own website?
yeah, you could do that. Anything that, like just what Joe said, right? If you want to go send the agent to a website, get data, or do anything with it, like buy a ticket, a flight to Salt Lake City. Anyone from Salt Lake City here? I'll be going there in 2 months. See, here's the good thing. It won't do it for you, okay? It'll go to the part where you enter your information and your credit card, okay? But it'll get you up to that point, okay? Unless you really wanted to store your credit card there, which I would advise not to. So just get up to that point and then take over control, okay? I'm going to share my screen, Joe, okay? So I was playing around with it here. Okay, this ChatGPT, you know what, guys? I had this whole slideshow today of AI stuff, and I'm just going to not do it today, but I just want to share who I am. Some of you don't know who I am, maybe first time here. My name's Kirby Chan. I'm in Toronto, Canada, and I think this is the wrong slideshow. This is the right one. There it is. Toronto, Canada. Okay, I'm a leader in my family, real estate business, rev share community, and virtual assistant team. So I'm very big on virtual assistants, but I'm seeing that we're going to see what happens. But I'm training my virtual assistant team now to start using ChatGPT agents now to see if I can get them on a higher level. And then my co-host today is Joe Turco from Boston. He's the owner of the Joe Turco Group, Real Estate Professionals. That's a long name, Joe.
Yeah, that's just the that was like the Facebook business page name. It's just Turco Group. But yeah, Kirby, like you said, I own a marketing agency. We do a lot of stuff with like Instagram and YouTube, and all of our staff members are now being trained specifically on different AI agents, different GPTs, and what it's doing is instead of having to go and hire 3 more people, we're actually making their workload more efficient, where we don't have to hire people for those quote unquote roles, because they can output so much more just with the extra time that the different GPTs and assistants and actions are giving them. So it's making them more productive per hour, making it where honestly we were able to give them raises as opposed to just hire more people to do that work. So this is something, guys, that like is a game changer, not just for yourself, but if you're a team leader, remember that trickle down effect, teaching it to your agents, making it where everybody is more efficient and effective with their time and getting better and better is going to do things for your business that you would never imagine.
So that's what we're doing too, Joe. Good that you mentioned it. We have 2 virtual remote assistants, right? And so upgrading one of them, giving them a raise, and then the other one, we're gonna let go to someone else, another company. Right, and I think that we still need somebody to sit there and watch them do it, but their productivity is 10 times, and you're gonna see why it's 10 times. Okay, you know what, guys, join our real estate newsletter, because everything that I wanted to show you today, all these slides here is not gonna be shown today. I'm gonna put it into the newsletter. So all the greatest, latest, we're gonna look at that probably in another 2 weeks. Today, we're gonna work on the AI agent first, because I think that's more important. So the newsletter, you can scan that, or you can go to this website here. And then, there you go, I'll put it in the chat. Okay. And so we'll jump right into the AI agent right now. All right, I'm gonna go to the top here. And this was a new chat I created. I just said, hey, I want to create a database of realtors for me. Go to this website, save each agent's name and their direct number. Skip the realtors with the office numbers for now. Give me the data in a Google sheet. So it will start to think, right? Stopped after 39 seconds. I can click this and I can see exactly what it did. So it went to the website and it had some trouble going to that website. So I said, you know what? I'm going to take over. You took control, you see? So I took control and I did it for 14 seconds. And basically I went to the website. Then it went and did it for 7 minutes here. Okay. Went to the source code, scraping the website. Okay. And we can see every step here. You see every step and every thought that the assistant's working on right now. You can see it. You can go back in time to see what they did, right? Imagine doing this with your virtual assistant, our old virtual assistant, right? Okay, so I keep going down. It had some trouble here logging into my Google Sheet, so I took over again. And then it worked for another minute. And the file's imported into a Google Sheet now. Okay, so total, this took a little longer than maybe if someone did it. However, we didn't have to waste any time on it though, right? So there's 3 minutes here, and at the end, it created a Google Sheet for me, okay? All right, in the very end, it created a Google Sheet, and I have all the data. Let's see where all the data is. Okay. So then the data saved in my Google Sheet because I logged into my Google account. So I'm going to show you how to do it in real time later. Okay, so I'm here. I started another chat with the assistant, and I said, go browse Reddit in Toronto. I said, I want to be a famous realtor Reddit user by posting topics and comments and comment other people's comment. I want to interact with topics that align with me as a realtor. Like a garden post could be viable about curb appeal. Can you locate possible Reddits? Because I learned from somewhere else that Reddit's a good SEO for my website, right? And that it's really good for a lot of things, okay? So I'm starting to, be popular on Reddit. So it starts working on Reddit. It found me a post. Let me see where the post is. I didn't log in yet. So it says, hey, Kirby, can you log in for me? So I logged in. I took control. It worked for 2 minutes, right? And it found this post about the beach in my area. And it wrote me a comment here. It says, Cherry Beach is such a gem. As a realtor, I'm always thinking about natural amenities like waterfronts, right? So I went in and I edited it. It says, you can go in and edit if you want. So I went in, I edited it, and I posted it. Then I saw when I posted it, my profile doesn't even look good. So I said here, can you set up my profile to market me properly? Understood. I'll head to your Reddit profile and adjust the visible elements. So I don't know anything about Reddit, guys. I've never used Reddit. This is a brand new account. I would have had to call my assistant, have her watch a YouTube video, and then do all this. And I skipped that step, right? So I'm going to take over now. So once I take over, I'm inside the virtual browser now. This is a virtual browser for ChatGPT, okay? So it has nothing to do with my hard drive or any of my tabs, right? So here's the description. I'm a leader, realtor, mentor, blah, 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 blah. Oh. Sounds good. Except there's missing an E at the end. Let's save a spot there, put an E, and press save. Okay. After I'm finished, I go to the bottom here and I say finish controlling, and it'll go to the next step of setting up my profile. So the main thing I want here is I don't want my name to be free fub right now. So let's see if it changes that. So it's going to think. Every time you take over, it's going to start thinking and say, oh, you took over. Do you want me to continue? And I'm going to click continue here, and it will continue. So just remember, this is a couple days old, and it feels like using DOS again. Remember DOS? Okay, it's really slow, but the more you use this, the better you're going to get at it. So when it's fast, you guys are already running already. Other people, other agents are going to start learning this maybe in a month. And you guys are already creating super agents already by that time. Okay. So for some reasons, browsing the web, probably learning about how to create a better Reddit profile. I'm scrolling to the top of the settings page to see the about description. I'll check the area near the display name. Okay. All right. So when I'm really working on this, I just go and do something else now. I don't watch them. I don't watch it do its stuff. Okay, I go somewhere else. All right. Yeah. Any questions? Well, let's wait till it's keep working. Any questions about AI agent?
Well, how did you get here? I mean, did you just go to the regular ChatGPT that I have, or what?
Got it. Yeah, let's open it.
Yeah. So
Great question. Great question. Yeah, Joe.
exactly. I was gonna say it's the regular one, and just as Kirby's showing you, you have to go into the tools and you have to click on that new agent mode, and that's where you can find it. And remember, guys, like a lot of people will say like, oh, hey, like I want the free version, stuff like that. This is probably one of the best $20 a month you can invest in your entire business. Think of all the different things that you've done in your business that are probably a waste of money, burning money, didn't do anything, didn't have results. $20 a month for this tool will, without a doubt, change your entire business if you consistently, one, use it, and two, consistently learn something new every single week. Remember, that's only 52 things that are going to be learned a year if you just learn one new thing about this each week. Everybody can handle that. I'm fully confident of that. And yeah, kick it back to Kirby because I know we don't want to go on too many tangents today.
Okay, so you go to here, go to a new chat. Make sure you're a plus account. So you can see down here there's a plus account near my name. I'm going to click agent mode. There's 32 left. We have a total of 40, okay, in a month. So it started on the 27th, 5 days ago, okay? So it will reset back to 40 on August 26th. So I'm going to click agent mode. I'm going to go to sources over here. But when you go into agent mode, if you want to just test it out, there's a couple of things here that it can do. If you don't know what it can do, it could do research, find a 4-star hotel on hotels.com, schedule airport ride with Uber tomorrow morning. You can connect it with your Uber. And if you're wondering how do you connect with your other platforms, it's going to ask you to log in. Okay. So it'll be working. It's like, oh, I got to go into Uber right now. Kirby, can you log in for me? So then you would go and log in. Okay. It could be working. And it could be like, oh, I got to log into EXP Workplace, or I got to log into Enterprise or Slack. Well, you just take over and you log in, and it will do things for you once you log in. Same thing with Facebook, Instagram, all of that. When it asks you to log in, you log in and it will do work for you on that platform. If you guys are part of like referral groups, like a lot of us are, it can go into specific referral groups for you. And then you can schedule it in maybe every Monday, every Friday, check if there's any referrals for rally, okay? In the 3 triangle, I don't know what you call it, but you know, go search. All right, so yes. Then there's reports. Okay, you can do reports, research the top refurbished stand mixer. So in research reports, I would research the content on YouTube. Ask it to research top influencers on Instagram, what content they're doing. You can research hooks. So that's all under research, okay? Then there's actions. Order Chinese food, right? Find top rated coffee grinder. So what you could do is find the top rated cutting board with a logo, free shipping to Canada. Okay, and give me the top 5, and then put it in my shopping cart. Okay, so this is a different. Some of you are wondering what's the difference between old ChatGPT, right, where they do the research for you anyways. Well, this is research plus action. So not only do they research it, they'll put it into your shopping cart for you. Okay, so that it makes it less work for you. You just go to your shopping cart and you click buy. Okay, spreadsheets. You can build spreadsheets. If there's any numbers people here, I'm not a number person, but if you love numbers, spreadsheets, you can create your spreadsheets here, okay? Just give it the data. Send in all your MLS listings, okay? You know what I'm testing out, Joe?
Hear about it.
Filling in offers.
Ooh.
So in 2 weeks, you're gonna see my agent be able to fill in offers. I just need to put in just add in the files here of like knowledge files, knowledge base, and then it can fill in offers for us. Okay. And then presentation, I don't like this one. So I don't think you should use this one. They make the worst presentations. Like 2010 PowerPoint, okay? The presentation, I don't like it. I'd rather use Gamma, guys.
Gamma's great.
Yeah, I'd rather use Gamma. So, okay, sources here. If you don't want, it's connected to things already. So I could turn on Canva here and Gmail. So if my task involves Canva, making graphics and emailing out to somebody, I'll put Canva and Gmail on. And if I email somebody and I want to put it on my calendar as a reminder to call them, I'll turn on calendar. And if I need them to draw something from my Google Drive, then it's going to put Google Drive on too, right? And at the very end, maybe go into Notion and set up a plan for me on Notion, right? I can turn that on too. Okay. When you go in, you might not have these right now. It's because you have to go over to settings to set this up. Go to settings, go over to connectors, and you can connect all these things here. You can do Dropbox, your Outlook calendar, Outlook email. They're a big fan of Microsoft, if you can see here. They love Teams, Outlook, SharePoint. Does anyone know what SharePoint is? No, it's a Microsoft thing, okay? Someone's commenting.
Yeah, George, if you can't find the agent, 1, make sure that you're logged into your paid account, and 2, you have to open a brand new chat. Don't open like an old one. You have to go up to the top, open a new chat, and then it's going to be in that initial bottom bar, and you'll be able to find it fairly easily.
Okay, and then Ivana said a question here, like, does it have access to your password? So that's the one thing, is that it will know your password and stuff. So I think when you use agent, they have a when you connect these things like this, there is some security risk to it. Okay, there's always some security risk to it. All right. So each chat will record your password and state and be logged in to whatever they're logged into. Like if I'm go back to my other chat here, this one's logged into my Reddit. That means when I use this chat, I don't have to log into Reddit again. So if you have a chat that's logged into Facebook, for example, it will stay logged into Facebook. Okay, it won't store your password. You just take over and you go in. Okay, and you go in. Okay, so let's
Would
do it.
you,
Yeah.
would you just leave it as a chat, or would you create a project with that? So that, I guess, whatever, like say for instance, you go to Reddit because you want news articles or,
Yeah.
what's going on in the neighborhood because of whatever you're following in Reddit. Would you just create a project since you have all the details there? And
Yes.
then if you, okay.
Yes, Gisette. You were in my previous class, right? So yeah, I'm doing it over here as a chat just for example, because I don't remember I said we don't use these anymore down here. So this is for testing for classes like this. But on my real one, you see under Kirby Chan Digital Marketing, I have it under here, all my chats, and I'll put okay, here, I'm going to show you my agent did this horrible presentation slideshow, okay? But this is an example of an agent inside of the projects. And it's so much better because it's nicely categorized under Kirby Chan Digital under luxury real estate presentation. Okay. And so you'll see that's the presentation it gave, right? Not very gamma. So yes, it's gamma, George. That's on. Okay, so then under agent here, you can turn it off, okay, or turn it on. So it also works inside projects. Great question. Any other questions for agents? Let me see the chat. Can't find agent. Thanks, don't have a paid account. Okay, so if you don't have a paid account, you
Yeah, you can't use it if you don't have a paid account. That's
buy it. You said it. Plus, you need a plus account. Okay. And I don't know if you get a new one today, do they give it to you right away? So maybe you guys can let me know that, okay? Let me know if they give it to you right away, or you have to wait a day. Okay, I really don't know right now. This is in North America right now. So in other countries, they may not have it either. So if anyone's in Switzerland right now, I don't think you guys have it. All right. Okay, so under here, it did this presentation, and under everything now for the agent, you can schedule this same action. Okay, so if there's something that you do periodically, you can schedule it in here. When to do it, you can do it monthly on the 1st at 2 p.m. So it'll run it every month. Okay, so if you guys want to do that, that's a feature there. Okay. See what else. Can you use the AI agent? Yes, that's a great question, Michael Lau. You can actually not have the AI agent make this presentation and say, can you make this presentation on Gamma for me? That will save you another step. So previously you would say, oh, ChatGPT, I want to make a presentation on Gamma. Can you give me the prompts, right? So you would copy and paste the prompt over to Gamma, and Gamma will make the presentation for you. Now you can just say, make me a slideshow, 10 slides, create the prompts, send it into Gamma. And when you need to log into Gamma, let me know. And then when you're done, let me know, okay? That's it. So it's a different way of, what am I doing here? It's a different way of using your prompts when you use the agent. Okay, you just got to think at a different level of thinking. So not just to get information anymore using ChatGPT, is getting information and what to do with it afterwards. Okay, and this is, you know, you just got to think back to what are you doing with your ChatGPT information in the past? Are you getting it? And are you creating the script? Are you creating a blog? And then are you copying and pasting that blog over to your website? All of that can be programmed into AI agent now. So Joe used to, I don't know, Joe used to, not used to, but you still use this make.com. You taught
Yes.
make.com on one of our AI class. What do you think this will change for make.com? Will it take some things out of that?
No, I mean, I think it's one of those things where it's just going to make.com a multiplier, because I think what it's going to do is make it where instead of just having, say, scheduled things that are like, okay, like it can go in, but there's no real fact check, there's no real kind of oversight, and things can be automated to go out. With this, what we can do is have it set up to where make.com, for instance, sends a Facebook post to a Google Sheets drive, and instead of it just, sitting there until it's either created or just sending it directly out into the world, we can have the agent with a specific prompt fact check it and then approve it in Make, and start the next sequence within make.com to then have it actually go out and be posted, where all of this is automated, where we can have both a quality control, a QC, that, the GPT agent to like check it with its own prompt to make sure it's good before sending it along in the process with make.com. So it's where a lot of things that I'm looking at right now is how to set up this to make anything that is a 2+ step process, like there's either 2, 3, or 4 steps in it, where this can automate some of those steps so that even more of that kind of assembly line is completely off my plate.
What are you gonna do from now on?
I am going to, I think it's called stack paper, look good, take a lot of selfies, and have some beach time.
Okay, nice. Okay, we got some questions in the chat. How does ChatGPT know who I am? If you go into settings down here, under personalization here, you have memories, okay? So it keeps memories of your chats. So you can manage your memories and find out some of the memories you don't want, you can delete it, okay? All right, these are all the things it learned about me and stored about me. All right. And then you can have it on reference chat history. So it'll know all previous conversations when responding. Okay. So this will learn who you are. All right. And then other things that I put in is this will be good for Michael Lau because he loves Perplexity, and I told everyone to buy Perplexity. So I'm probably going to cancel Perplexity. Look at Joe. I'm probably going to cancel Perplexity because I want to save $20 and I want to put it into Higglesfield. I'm going to show you Higglesfield at the very end of this show. But I'll tell you why. Here, I'm going to go to this. I'm going to go to instructions. This is my prompt. Okay, I'm going to give you the prompt. Oops. Let's see. Oh, I didn't do that last part. I think my assistant put the last part in. Okay. Let's see. Okay, here it is. I'll give you this prompt. I'll put in the chat. And it's too long. Hold on. Did that work? No.
Kirby's pausing because he read the chat and has a little emotional damage. So, give him a moment to read.
So I put in the chat. Okay. I'll keep Perplexity. But this, if you guys don't have Perplexity, you can use this prompt here to turn ChatGPT into Perplexity, okay? Because we really like the citations, right? And sources. So then everything that ChatGPT does, right? We want to cite the source from now on. Okay. So I gave you that one. I just added the first part here. You can edit that yourself. You're a world-class AI research assistant. I wrote all that myself. Okay. But so that's one prompt that I use. And then the other prompt that I use is, I took this one from Facebook somewhere. Hold on one second. And I thought it was really good. Let me see where it is. It's my reality directive. Where did it go? Maybe it's in Kirby's life. Right here. So I'll send this into the chat too. And this one's a file. This one's a file, okay? Oh. You know what? I'll put this in the newsletter. I'm not able to send files in the chat. I think it's blocked. Okay. I'll send this one in the newsletter. So this one basically says it's a reality filter. When ChatGPT uses like data, you don't know if it's real or fake. It sometimes tells you fake stuff. Okay, you don't know. So the reality filter, if they can't verify it, they have to say, I cannot verify this. Okay. Or my knowledge base does not contain that. Because did you know if their knowledge base doesn't contain something, they just make it up? The ChatGPT. Okay. So, and sourcing the claim. Okay, especially when they say prevent or guarantee or will never or fixes. Okay, so this whole thing is a reality filter. Okay. We're gonna put that in the newsletter. Okay, you guys can copy that. Let's see what else we have. We have a question about models, Joe. Do you have anything with this? I really use O3.
Yeah, so the different models typically are used for specific types of functioning because they are optimized for things like either coding or analysis of numbers. So like for most agents, and I'm saying this very kindly, there's no need to go into the different models. The only one that I would suggest potentially looking at is the 4.5, because that's more of like the creative and marketing side as opposed to anything else. In terms of everything that you'd want to do, the best ones are typically 4.5 and then just the 4.0, and not really going into different things, because most of your use cases, there's not going to be any real visible or tangible difference. It gets interesting when you're like analyzing multiple spreadsheets and trends, like a lot of financial type data. But that's where like just stick with those, unless you want to get really crazy. And if you're getting really crazy, you probably know which one to pick anyways.
Yeah.
One thing I will mention, sorry to chime in real quick, is the 303. That's the one I use for my calendar. So I plug everything in there. It creates a calendar for me. It emails me my reminders, all of my meetings, my tasks. So I'll use O3 for that. So I don't know, so if anybody else, you can even just let it kind of do its thing. Like, hey, I talk to it, let them know, like as an assistant, this is my day. This is what I need you to do. I need you to prioritize X, Y, and Z. And I actually ended up creating a custom GPT because of it. But O3 is probably one of the best ones for that, if anybody's interested.
So are you going to replace O3 with agent mode later?
Well, that's the thing, right? So that's why I'm here. That's why I'm here, because now I'm learning all these things.
Well,
so
and that's I think
it-
it can connect directly to your calendar too.
Well,
Yeah.
yeah, because with O3, all it was doing, I'm glad that you pointed that out. I had to create a CSV file for Google so that I can upload it into my calendar. So now, yeah, with Agent,
That,
I can just toggle that on.
yeah.
Yes,
Not
sir.
only
Yes,
Uh,
sir.
But if it gives you things to potentially change to optimize it, it might be where you just tell it to do it for you and then it makes all the changes. I haven't tried that yet, but that's the thing that immediately jumps out to me is like, hey,
Mm.
optimize my schedule. Anything that does not have a guest invited to it means that it can be moved or rearranged. What is the best schedule for me to meet all of my goals and have the most free time and efficiency? And then it just goes wild.
Oh, that's brilliant. Yep. Yep, yep, yep.
Yeah.
Like it.
So what I could do then, Joe, right? Is I'll go to Kirby's life here. So this is my life.
Yep.
I could turn into my my calendar person. Okay. So the calendar assistant can turn, I can turn on the oh, you know what I still need to figure out is why sometimes there's no agent. Sometimes there is.
I think it's because you went into a project prior to the advent of this. I think if you create a new project, it would be fine.
This one has it. Here's our real estate show today. No, this one doesn't have it either. See?
Yeah, because those are older projects. I think if you create a new project like right now, it'll have it in it.
So in my projects though, look, I have this one that has it. See?
Mm,
This one has it.
did you start that as a chat and then add it to the project?
Oh, I think I did. Smart. Okay. So I could start a new chat. Right? Agent mode. Turn this into my calendar chat, then I just move it in. That's what she did. My assistant did that one. Okay. Good to know. So I will put calendar. You are my. Okay, so don't waste. Here's another lesson, guys. Don't waste your prompts. You know how in the past you just write a prompt, press enter, and you keep writing prompts. For agent, write write a longer prompt, exactly what you want it to do. Like you're my calendar assistant. I want you to take the XYZ. Okay, so I'm not gonna do it yet. I want to save my prompts. Okay, save my agents and do it later. Okay. Okay, so some of the things that you guys could use AI for, right? If you buy any book or any course, you can upload the PDF, okay, into ChatGPT. It will learn everything in the PDF and respond to it. So for example, I'm in Fast Attract here. I just put the workbooks that they gave me in this course and I upload the PDF in there and it could be my, what do they call it? Accountability partner or something. So this becomes my accountability partner. I don't need to find anyone else. This makes our lives very lonely, actually, when you think about it. It's cutting out human interaction, you know. And then if you look at my whole life right now, I just put my whole life into here, like personal trainer. This becomes my personal trainer. So if you guys want to work out, hire a personal trainer, you don't have to hire anyone anymore. You got one here. The nutritionist is here. I wish the AI agent can cook my dinner for me, but not yet. Not yet.
I
Soon.
mean, getting close. And the other thing is, guys, is have you ever seen a product or a course that you thought, you know what, I would love to get that course, but I don't necessarily want to pay 5, 10, 15, $20,000. You can also have this go and scrape not only that site, but the internet and make assumptions based on context and what it could find and create the course for you. You'd be shocked at how accurately that can work.
Nice, thanks, Joe.
Hypothetically,
I bet-
for liability and legal reasons, hypothetically.
I'm just looking at this one here, finance management. How can I turn an AI agent for this one? Because I would upload my year-end QuickBooks stuff into here to manage like my spending and everything. So I guess I could give it my QuickBooks login. That's safe, right? It doesn't really take anything. So I can give it my QuickBooks login and actually be my bookkeeper. So AI agent bookkeeper. Okay, I want everyone to test this out because in 2 weeks we're gonna be with 2 weeks more of experience with this AI agent. So a couple of things I want to test out, if you guys could test it out too, is writing your offers for you. Okay. Sign backs, going in, crossing out pricing and all that, putting the initials in, and then just before you press send to the client is let me know. I want to do the bookkeeper agent, so I want to keep my books, and also maybe give me suggestions on where to invest my money. Okay, and where to save.
I think the other great thing is because the assistant can now comparison shop for you, it could probably look at your P&L and see if there's any items or services that it could find that would be at a better cost or more effective for your business.
That I like that. So go through my credit card bill,
Mm-hmm.
see where I'm
Like
overspending.
Kirby, why do you have 3 Netflix accounts? Why not just have one? Or it can say, hey Kirby, you use this postcard company, but I found this one and it would save you, 15 cents per postcard or a savings of $5,000 a month. Here's the information about the services, the setup, and I also found a discount code for your first order.
Yeah. So I can schedule that in on every first of the month. Let's go through my credit card bill to find any promotions or deals that will reduce any of my services. Okay.
Or guys, I mean, totally different thing, but we make money so that we can spend it, right? I mean, who hears me on that? I feel like you could set it up every Monday to search for undervalued prices on flights to specific destinations in which you really want to go on vacation. All of a sudden I went from Boston to Spain for $300 round trip. That would be terrible to have someone automatically doing that for you and alerting to you when there's an opportunity for you to go on vacation in a more economical fashion. We won't say cheap.
Very cool. Okay, let's open it up. Anyone else have like all these ideas popping up in your mind? Let's share it. Share with the rest of us.
Josh in the chat asked if the chat can text you to see if you did your homework and hold you accountable. Well, Josh, I mean, since this is running on specific time, you could probably set it up for a task where it emails yourself and gives you a spanking when you don't do what you're supposed to for prospecting and lead gen.
It could text you.
I don't know if I want texts from my robot. I'll get emails, but I don't know about texts. I don't need that 3 a.m. hotline bling from some, clanky tin man.
You know what would be cool is like if I don't do what I say I'm gonna do, like I will buy Kirby a pickleball paddle. It's only $200 and it will automatically buy it for me. If you don't do your lead gen. See how fun that is?
Or you could probably set it up where if your lead gen is not checked off on your calendar, it goes in Venmo's Kirby and Joe, $20 each every time you miss it. That's motivation.
Okay.
Right?
We got a question, like how do you learn all this, right? And I think that's the beauty of this session, right? Is that come to our session here because Joe and I watch a lot of YouTube videos, like hours and hours and hours. And then we test it out. We go and do what the YouTube video says, and then we find the best stuff and we give it to you guys. Okay.
And then the other thing is, it's like Kirby said, it's the practical application. So it's like, if we're finding something, if we're having a pain point, we're using this as a sounding board, saying like, hey, this is my pain point. What are some of the alternatives that we could do this? How can we approach it in a different way? So like, in a lot of ways, it's one, because I know I don't sleep a lot, and I know Kirby doesn't sleep a lot. So like, we're spending hours learning because we enjoy it. So like, instead of sitting watching Netflix for like 4 hours because you're like, hey, this half-hour show, I'm only going to watch one of them, and then again, I know how you guys are. 4 hours later, you're like, wow, I'm tired, I should go to bed. What we're doing is we're sitting here playing with this, and maybe for like the addict in both of us, it's it's a bad thing that it's also on our phone. It's like it's always within reach. But the best thing about it is it's always building skill sets. So like, if you want to deep dive into it, talk to it and say like, hey, I'm deep diving into this. These are the aspects that I'm the most excited about. Who should I be following? Who should I look at? What Substacks, what Reddits, what different things should I be looking at? What Facebook groups, what all of it, because it knows. And if you ask it, it'll tell you. So like, that's the big thing, guys, is it goes back to time on task. If you really want to learn about this, you gotta spend time on it.
There's a good comment in here. So if you don't know how to create the ChatGPT agent, you go to your normal ChatGPT prompt and say, hey, I want to create an agent that does this. Can you create a prompt for me to create that agent? So let ChatGPT create that agent for you. So it's perfect. Yeah. All right. Okay, so if you guys, I did say I'm going to share a little bit about this here. Let me see. Is anyone using this website right now, Higgsfield? Let's see, I can't see it. Anybody? Anybody, Joe? Anybody raise their physical hand or?
No, I think it's just you and me, brother, but that's okay. I feel like pretty soon everybody's going to.
Okay, so I did share Midjourney in the last class, and then Linda bought Midjourney, and then so now we have another one. This is what AI is, right? There's always somebody that's gonna do something different and better. This is not better. I mean, it's different, okay, Linda? So you can still use Midjourney for what you can use it for, but there's this one here, Higgsfield. Joe, what are you doing with it right now?
So for me, it's all about making content and checking on what's gonna be the next best thing. So like, for example, guys, I'm like really big on AI avatars, of making things more efficient for myself. So like, one of the things that Kirby and I are working on is we're like, okay, you don't have to sit and do the selfie video anymore. It's done for you. And this is part of that. We're like, okay, you have this AI clone of you, and if you, I don't know, maybe had a ChatGPT assistant scrape the web for what is new and exciting in Toronto this weekend, and then it makes a video of you talking in your voice based on that script, that then goes and is scheduled as a post or as an Instagram reel, and then it just goes out. Well, guys, could you have a reel going out about hot topics in your city every single hour? So it's finding what are the best options for that. And that's where, Higgsfield's came in, and a couple other ones, and where we're doing the research to try and make sure that, we can give you guys the best.
So YouTube's changing their algorithm and everything. So if your AI generated video, like the whole video is AI generated, I think they're changing it so they don't pay you anymore.
So yes and no. So what it is if it is low grade content, then yes. but it's also where if it is informative, good content, it doesn't care if it's AI. They're just trying to weed out like the junk stuff where it's like, hey, here's this horror story of this weird thing. And at the end, it's like, watch the next part. And then it's like an 11-part thing because they're just view farming for ad money.
Yeah.
So it's where if it's informative, but it has AI, they're not going to do it because that's also like a big thing in a lot of different niches. But the one thing that also doesn't really matter is, guys, are you trying to make ad money off YouTube or off Instagram or Meta? No, you're trying to get clients. If you're able to get clients, that's a lot more money than a couple pennies from some views and some ads.
Yeah, I'm gonna put the website into the, if you want examples, just go to the website, Linda, okay? And you can see the websites under Explore, okay? And yes, yeah, Dane says B-rolls for reels, okay? So that's very good use for B-rolls. That's what we're using it for. Okay, for B-rolls. All right, it is close to 4 o'clock now. Is there, Linda made a great song with Suno, okay. Nice. Is there any ahas today? Give us 3 ahas to finish up the finish up our class.
Or if there wasn't an aha, guys, we hope this is beneficial. This is just scratching the surface. We're just getting started with all this. But if there's something where you're like, oh my God, like my brain is overflowing, I would love to know about X. Let us know, because this is what we're spending a majority of our time. This is what Kirby and I text about. Kirby and I, meet every single week to talk about this kind of stuff. So like, again, like this is where we want to provide you the best value. So if you're like, hey, I thought of something cool, I heard of something cool, let us know.
I was going to say my aha was that I came in here afraid and thinking it was going to be too hard, but I wanted to sit into the class anyway. And I found myself obsessed with just trying 100 different things and going to all these different websites. So I'm actually thinking it's a lot of fun. So give it a try.
That's
Awesome.
just it. It's your best new hobby.
You did, okay, PDF from great, thank you guys. Awesome, okay, so there's no excuse now, oh yeah, and not to use this. So now you know, you can unknow it now. So every second and fourth Thursday, join Joe Turco and I at 3 p.m. Eastern time, 12 Pacific. And if you're in the middle, do your math. And we're gonna present this and level you guys up so that we are the ultimate real estate agent, okay? The ultimate realtor. Don't let AI replace you, okay?
Hold on. Grant just asked for an example.
Yeah.
So I'll tell you what, I will.
Yeah, Joe was sharing.
I'll share one of my test accounts real quick. Give me 2 seconds. Now, this is where, guys, this is a test account. So understand that this is not like, oh my God, the world's greatest thing as of yet. So
Feel pretty good, better than my last week one.
all right, let me just make sure that I'm sharing sound and everything. All right, share, and then here, share sound, stereo.
Give him a follow too, if you guys see it, boston.ma.
Oh no, don't give it a follow. That'll mess up its little test algorithm.
Don't give him a follow because you're not in Massachusetts, unless you're in Massachusetts.
Yeah, just bookmark it if you want to like watch it and see what I'm doing. You'll see a bunch of stuff. So like, here's a reel. And
Boston just broke ground on one of the city's biggest public housing overhauls ever, the Mary Ellen McCormack project. Yeah, it's getting completely rebuilt. We're talking over 3,000 brand new units, mix of public, affordable, and market rate, plus retail, green space, and a street grid to make it all feel like a real neighborhood
Good
again.
looking.
This thing's huge, 30 acres near Andrew Square and Moakley Park. It's going to take years, but it'll completely change the area. I'm Joe Turco, a local realtor here in Boston, keeping you updated on everything new and happening in our area. Follow along. I keep up so you don't have to. And if you want to look wicked smart, send this to a friend. Big news.
So, as I was saying, guys, work in progress, but think about if you can make something like that once a day, twice a day, 3 times a day, an hour, or on every hour, and it's all about current news in your city, and you don't have to actually record it, and it just goes out. How much is that going to potentially change your business in terms of exposure? Grant, can you show us the process? Someday, maybe that's a future class.
It's a 401 already, sorry. But AI agent, we're going to program an AI agent to support in making that, okay? That's what our next 2 weeks is going to be like. And once we got that down, we'll share it with you guys, okay? Yeah.
Ruby, I'm glad I look better than you expected. Makes my
It did. It looked better than you. Really did. Okay. Awesome, guys. Thank you for coming in, and grab your friends. It's going to be in 2 weeks, the second Thursday of August, okay? Second Thursday of August. So grab your friends and tell them to come in, because you're getting a lot from it. I know what you guys are thinking. Keep us a secret so they don't get that edge, but don't keep us a secret, okay? Let's all level up.
Tell everybody.
Thank you, guys. Have an amazing weekend.